Another day, another update on Monad. Thank you so much for all the support, from the Monad community. I appreciate you guys. Again, pretty much since I've been starting to, make these updates, the feedback has been amazing. And again, continue supporting, and you will see a continuation of these updates on a regular day-to-day basis. So, looking across the board, guys, yesterday, December 2nd, again, we're obviously going into Wednesday morning now, and at the time of recording this update, it's already past midnight here in North America. Again, we're seeing Tuesday bringing in a lot of excitement across the board, as you can see for yourself, double digit gains that we saw for multiple coins. Again, if you're looking at Monad, well, Monad actually had a great price action as well, but we're seeing a little bit of a retracement going into Wednesday morning, down about 1.1% on the USD side and about 7.6% on the Bitcoin side, as you can see for yourself. Price at 2.9 cents, the valuation of $313.6 million, dollars, and the 24-hour trading volume sitting at $500 million. But as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. First thing is first, and that is, of course, the TVL. Take a look at it for yourself. As the market rebounded today, you saw the TVL on Monad actually increasing, sitting at 178.6 million, hitting a new all-time high for the TVL, which shows there is interest in the Monad ecosystem. Should not be a surprise because this is a very hyped launch. Usually, when you do tend to see, hype more talked about layer ones that do launch, you do tend to see, especially when the mainnet goes live, a lot of excitement, and that is definitely being seen here. You can see for yourself, TVL hit a new all-time high. That pretty much sums up everything. But let's take a continuation look into the Bitcoin dominance. As far as that is concerned, again, it's been pretty much in this upward trend. We're sitting at about 59.63% as of recording this update, but just a few hours back, we were sitting at 59.8%, which was our new monthly high. Levels we haven't retested pretty much since mid-November. But again, considering the dominance is at 59.63%, considering that and then seeing how much the altcoins are up, that really shows you the strength that the market has right now. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, you guys can see for yourself, Bitcoin has done it. We broke back into the 0.50 fib zone level we've been pretty much talking about for quite some time, and we retested exactly this line that I have drawn for you guys, from the previous levels when we were obviously doing some technical analysis. That level now playing as a resistance because we got rejected at that level, and right now we're sitting at $93,000. But Bitcoin is looking amazing, and it's pretty much making this, move that we saw at the end of November, looking like a clear manipulation. So that's that. But again, a continuous reminder why you guys want to stay away from leverage trading platform. But let's take a look at what's happening with Monad. So as far as the price targets are concerned, again, we work with the data that we have available. As I always talk to you guys about, this is what we have available, and this is what we're going to work with. I am a big believer on that, especially when the new coins launch. I hate, going into, the higher time frames and, just sitting here and talking about, future price targets because there was time. I'm not saying there wasn't time I would use those type of strategies and be extra bullish and talk about that. No, that's not what we want to be working with. We want to be working with the data that we have, especially coins that do launch new. And you can see for yourself, again, if you watch my update yesterday, you can pretty much cross-reference that. I talked about a 3.3 cents, resistance to be retested for Monad. And will you look at that, guys? Will you look at that? That's exactly where the price of Monad came up to, 3.3 cents, got rejected at that key resistance. Again, that is a resistance that has formed on the chart a little bit, but based off of, the data that we have, again, obviously we need to keep in mind that this project is still quite new in terms of, being traded on the market. But again, it played out as a resistance. You can see we retested it, but saw a rejection, and you can see for yourself currently sitting at 2.9 cents. Of course, we do have some support built up around that. Most importantly, around, if you were to ask me like the most important support line, we do have some support around the 2.78 cents, which itself is from where we currently are about a 5.3% move, which we could still realistically retest, based off of where we're currently at. But again, if you kind of go back on December 1st, just 2 days back, if you picked up Monad, you would have seen about a 50% bounce for Monad itself. Pretty much, again, not still coming as a surprise to me because this thing literally round tripped in 3 days. And then this Bitcoin move specifically, brought even more of sell pressure, which really took the price almost close to its listing price. And people that did take advantage of that or maybe swing traded this are up 50%. Obviously, there's a little bit of a retracement, but just a few hours back, you would have been up 50%. And when I talk about swing trade, I want to emphasize this. I'm not talking about leverage trading. I talk most importantly about spot side of things. So again, leverage trading is not only where you do day trading. You could also swing trade. That is part of like a different type of trading. And people like there. I know some people that make crazy amounts of money swing trading spot, and this is a perfect example of that. But you need to understand what you're doing. You can't just become a swing trader overnight. There's years and years of learning, and even the people that have so much knowledge in the space, they're still learning to this day. So anyone that you're hearing, maybe if you come across someone that thinks that they know everything, let me tell you that's not the case. You learn every single day. I've been in this space for 10 years, and guess what? I'm learning still to this day, and it's good to learn. That's not a bad thing. But right now, the price is sitting at 2.9 cents. We've seen a little bit of a minor pullback again, maybe profit taking as well. One thing I want to kind of keep you guys, aware of is the fact that this is still a very low market cap coin. So, swings are going to happen much quicker. And the fact that this is performing better than some of these other altcoins, because again, people that were maybe able to swing trade this, and sometimes, when I talk about swing trading, it could be major whales. We're looking at about a 50% gain in a matter of 48 hours. That itself is not a small move by any means, less than 48 hours to be exact. So maybe some of that profit allocation could go into some other altcoins. Sophisticated investors understand, the volatility and, the nature of a coin, especially when it comes to, the valuation. And again, this is a low cap coin, so it could be manipulated much quicker than a lot of people realize. But right now we're sitting at 2.9 cents. Like I said, potentially could come down to 2.7 cents. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, the resistance we talked about got stopped out. We want to see the price of Monad try to break out of that key resistance once again. If it's able to do that, I'm anticipating we could start pushing up to around the 4 cents price point and then retest this key resistance that I have talked to you guys about before. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed or you're waiting for, hit that red subscribe button. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace out.